Very good, everybody. We are moving on to Justin Fields now. Justin Fields is a guy we looked at. We looked at him once, but not for him. Not for him. He was on the receiving end of a Gregory Rousseau big-time hit. Right? It was him? Was that Fields or Dalton? No, was it Fields?
Oh, yeah. He got completely wrecked.
Yeah, that's.
It wasn't him, though. Who was it that
Was it Dalton? Dalton might have been under center, the one we recapped.
That's right. Same
That's
game.
probably what it was.
Same
game. So, all right. So, take it away. What are we looking at? What do you like here from Justin Fields? What? I mean, I guess too, you can add, adding to this, not just the film study aspect, but what do Chicago Bears fans have to be excited about Justin Fields?
Yeah, Justin Fields is the every bit of the new style quarterback, which is he'll kill you with your legs. The legs. He's got a fantastically strong arm. He's very pocket presence savvy already.
Yeah.
He really feels pressure well and knows when to kind of get out. And that's good because Chicago Bears offensive line is highly questionable. So when he starts starting for the Bears, which, is sooner rather than later, I would imagine, that's going to come in handy. So on this particular play, the reason we're watching this play is because in contrast to what we just watched from Zach Wilson, which was a well-scripted play against favorable coverage, this is Justin Fields making something out of nothing.
Right.
This is him showing his improv skills and why his athleticism can take the Bears offense to a different level that they just can't get with Andy Dalton. They weren't able to get with Mitchell Trubisky, even though he is also fairly athletic, athletic enough that you could
His
call.
quarterback style is definitely not what Justin Fields brings to the table. I think that's the difference.
It's not the scat, jittery guy that like Justin Fields is, but I think the biggest problem is Nagy himself is just not forming the offense to the quarterback.
Right.
He just kind of has his offense and then he wants his guys to play it. So
yeah.
I hope he learns his lesson a little bit. And
so he's going to be out of a job this year if he doesn't.
He's probably going to be out of a job.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably right.
But no, Justin Fields was a guy that I just didn't understand. Draft night, we're sitting basically in the same spots we are right now, right?
Yeah,
and
opposite couches.
We're watching the draft go down, and it's like, what is going on with Justin Fields? I don't get what people don't like.
Why he fell.
Yeah,
right.
Why don't you like this guy? To me, he was clearly a top 5 worthy pick.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people thought, I thought at lowest San Francisco.
Right.
I thought at the very least San Francisco. I had a feeling once all the Zach Wilson, like that pro day that he had, that I was like, okay, he's probably going to go to the Jets. But I thought at the very least Justin Fields is going to San Francisco. Yeah. And he's going to go in there and change everything. But he kept dropping. We're just like, whoa, What is going on? Because he went at, what spot did the Bears draft at?
They had to trade up for him. I think they ended up taking him pick 10.
That's what it was. Okay, so they jumped New England.
Oh, yeah.
They had to have jumped New England. Yes, they did. So, there's a lot of excitement for Justin Fields. I don't understand it. I know everybody loves to go, just simply put, the Ohio State stigma, which,
Helmet scouting.
Huh?
Helmet scouting.
Helmet scouting. It's true. I mean, people like to. It's too easy, though. It's too easy to just go and helmet scout. That's a good term. I like that.
Yeah.
It's way too easy to just do that. Oh, what are some other? I mean, there's tons of other schools where just guys just don't pan out.
Yeah.
But you can't do that when you're a podcast host, when you're trying to provide some kind of informative stuff. You can't just be like, he's not good because he comes from Ohio State.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way. So we're going to take a look at some Justin Fields film right here. This is, I think, third and, let me just clip to that. 3rd and 5, 16 seconds left in the second quarter. They're on what appears to be the 42.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 42-yard line. They have to get to the 47. Yes, that makes sense. Numbers. That makes sense. They have to get to the 47 to extend this drive. They have one timeout left, so it could be all in vain, but let's watch this play unfold.
3rd down and 5. Giving Fields a chance to throw it again. Across his body, and he connects. He's got Justin Hardy. 7 seconds left. Fields has to be ready on.
I just noticed that Justin Hardy has Jay Cutler's number on.
Nice.
So I'm rooting for him. Rooting for you, big dog.
Out of bounds.
All right. So personnel-wise, I think we said it was pretty similar. Again, and just for those who don't, every single play is in shotgun today.
Yeah.
Every single play is out of the shotgun. We have a spread offense.
Yeah, pretty traditional spread, 10 personnel.
Is it 10? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So we got 2 on the left, 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. And then, yeah, running back to Justin Fields left, and he's going to pick up blockers, hopefully better than the Jets running back did in our previous play.
Yeah.
What are we looking at for the Dolphins defense right here?
A little bit of a hybrid front. They've only got one man, a defensive tackle with his hand in the dirt. The other guys, I believe the 2 outside guys are linebackers, and they brought in another either linebacker or maybe he's an edge rusher that can stand up. Obviously those personnel can be interchangeable between the DNs and the outside linebackers at times, and they're running a zone, but it's not like a straight traditional cover 3 or cover 4 as far as I can tell.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely we've had to break down a lot of very unique defenses. We'll get there eventually. All right. So we're pretty comfortable in the shotgun. We're going to get this thing underway. Let me know when you want me to stop.
3rd down and 5. Giving Fields a chance to throw it again. Across his body, and he connects.
Yep. Just a great play because from start to finish, we'll obviously go back and watch again because I don't want to stop it because I just wanted everyone to watch one more time.
Right.
His eyes, and that's where I'll have you stop it in a couple seconds. Yeah, that's a good play now, man.
Yeah, let me turn off the closed captioning. All right.
3rd down and 5.
And stop.
Giving Fields.
Yep, they're wandering.
So he started to the right, and he looked at those 2 wide receivers lined up to the right. Then he took a glance over to the running back, and he's feeling the pressure around him, which is a little bit something. He got a little bit of happy feet here, which obviously you don't want him to do too much. Try and trust the pocket as much as possible. But
yeah, look at this. I mean, this is a pretty sweet pocket. I think they got this guy.
Yeah, right.
I think they got this guy in the back here. He's double teamed. This dude, I don't know, is getting a little dangerous. But that dude's double teamed. Yeah, they sent 3. Sent 3 in.
Yeah. And then you got your tight end running to the flat. I don't know why he doesn't dump it off, but I do like the fact that he was able to snap the ball, get a quick read out to the right, didn't love what he saw initially, which, the difference between knowing what you're looking at and being confident in it and snapping the ball and not being confident in it can look like this, which is these guys are going to end up being open.
Yeah.
But we don't get to see from the 22. We don't have the 22 with the eye in the sky right now. So we're going off the fact that I'll just trust Justin Fields that the initial looked bad and that he wasn't going to have a good throwing lane to the right. So he immediately wanted to go left. Why he didn't dump it off, not really sure. That might be something they talked about in the quarterback room.
Also, probably, too, we got to take into consideration the time. He wants to push the ball downfield. He probably wants to get some kind of points on the board.
Yeah.
So a dump off here doesn't really help them much, perhaps. I think he's just looking for the bigger play downfield. I think that should be taken into consideration.
Well, preseason's also weird, too, because they may not situationally even call the same thing that they would do in like a normal game.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I know they want to, especially for the quarterbacks, they want to try and get them, 2-minute drill and kind of get them moving downfield, but you're probably right.
Is that one time out there?
Yes, one timeout for both teams.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah, keep playing in here.
Fields a chance to throw it again.
He's still looking.
Yeah.
He's still looking for options. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. I literally just noticed that. He's still looking to the left. He's still looking to the right. It's that a lot of people don't see is that throws off defenders. you're looking at the quarterback, his line of vision. That's the anticipation that comes with being a cornerback, safety, line, all that stuff. The anticipation, where do the quarterback's eyes go? Where the head goes, follow.
Yeah.
This is an old adage that they used to preach like back in the samurai days. Like when you're fighting like somebody with a sword, look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. If they're looking one way, that's the way they're probably going to go. It's like a just very old, just little combat technique, and we're seeing it kind of. It's really cool to see it, happen in the NFL. It's been going on for years, but this is actually a very common thing.
And because right now they have the wide receiver at the bottom of the screen, and then you have the receiver that he's going to end up throwing the ball to, kind of occupying relatively the same side of the field, same space in a way. He's able to hold the guy covering the man that he wants to throw it to by just looking down at the other receiver. Just by looking at the easy check down there as he's running towards him can draw a defender away from him.
Yes.
And because he can tuck the ball and run, you also have to watch him now, especially if you're in zone. You've been watching him the entire time anyways, which they were. They were dropping back, eyes on the quarterback and the receiver more or less at the same time. And now Justin Fields is out of the pocket, and he's going to be able to deliver a ball off platform, which is how they like to say it, which is his feet aren't going to be squared. He's not going to have them under his
let's get to that.
his shoulders. No. He's on one foot when he throws
He threw it off one foot. That's Mahomes-esque.
Yeah. That's the new style quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's what they can do.
Going against the grain, going against what you're talking about. We've watched a lot of videos recently about these guys. They get in the mobile play. We did Baker a couple weeks ago. It was a bootleg, but he planted his feet and made a very accurate throw.
All right.
Now, for Justin Fields' sake, he makes this look very easy. It's a very nicely thrown ball. 1 foot toss
across his body
and on the money too. I mean, would they have it's a decent spot for what was how the play was unfolding. I'm sure that of course you want more yardage, but just to get the ball and get him a little bit closer, give him a chance to run something else. That's a good spot.
Yeah, I think it might have been a purposeful throw. We'll never know for sure, but it seems like he purposely led his receiver away from the defender. Throw it at low and away so that he can go down and get it safely. Without if you were to try and just chuck it into his chest, he's going to still be standing upright, and probably, that cornerback or safety, they're going to have a chance to crash down on him. So maybe this is what Tom Brady was alluding to in a way. Did you hear that clip?
About protecting penalizing defensive guys for offensive mistakes.
Right. Yeah. This gets into that, which is that these quarterbacks still need to know that it's something you're actually taught in high school too. High-level high school programs, when quarterbacks are there, they'll teach them this kind of stuff, which is, don't just throw to the right receiver. Throw the right ball to the right receiver.
Yeah.
Don't just lay a guy out because they're gonna.
Yeah, it's not Madden.
They're gonna get gun shy too, man. They'll get T-Rex arms, and all of a sudden you don't have a reliable.
They're gonna be afraid to reach for the ball. Yeah. There's a whole psychological aspect to being a wide receiver too. You can be as gun shy as a quarterback.
Yeah.
So, but great catch here.
He connects. He's got Justin Hardy. 7 seconds left.
And they call it timeout. All right, let's watch this one more time. I think, what was it, 2:40?
That'll work.
Yeah, that'll do.
To force himself out of bounds.
All right. There we go.
3rd down and 5.
Pulls shotgun. Finds an open in the pocket. Rolls to the right.
Across his body, and he connects.
And bam.
He's got Justin Hardy.
And extending drives. Granted, again, the clock is low. We're almost at the end of the second half. Chicago's scoreless at this point. But, man, you want to see young quarterbacks extend drives. That's the whole thing. Not just take the easy check down like we just looked at, like he could have.
Yeah.
Getting those first downs, giving your offense a chance, giving your coach a chance to call more plays and continue to move the ball downfield. I think that's the most important thing as a rookie quarterback you can do is keep pushing the ball downfield, keep your offense on the field, give your defense a break, and as long of a break as possible, and just that I think that's the best thing you could do. I mean, 10 yards it certainly seems like a lot sometimes, but if these quarterbacks nowadays with the mobility, with just so many options at their disposal. I think it's a good sign if you can extend drives, this way. We just watched it with Zach Wilson, and we're watching it right now with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then to all the Ohio State quarterback what-ifers or doubters or whatever you want, I will hold back a little on Justin Fields for a while just because the talent difference is huge. When he played at Ohio State, the wide receivers he got to throw to are like next level guys.
Right.
Like the top of the top. It's like Ohio State and Alabama have the best wide receivers coming in every year. So I will acknowledge that he has a tougher ask because he's used to guys being way more open.
Right.
But it hasn't held him back so far. Of the games that I've been able to watch or the highlights I've been able to watch of Justin Fields, his throws are not always in wide open ways. It's some tight window throws, and there's some trust, and I think he's gonna break the mold on Ohio State quarterbacks.
I hope so. The stigmas like that are just annoying. They get old.
Yeah.
They get old really quickly. All right. So that is Justin Fields. We're gonna move on to. Let's go Mac Jones. Yeah, let's go Mac Jones. The boy wonder.
I hate that nickname.
I don't like it either. I'm seeing some of these nicknames in the video suggestions here, and I'm like, just NFL, just stop.
I want.
They call Justin Soldier Fields. That's what I just seen.
That's not that bad though.
It's kind of cool,
I
but
like it.
Soldier Fields.
Yeah. Because
319, 399, hut. 3-3.
Yeah, spot.
Blue 50.